Hello everyone, and welcome to Truly Bedrock Season 2. This is episode 38, I believe? I don't know, it's been a while. Last episode we did quite a bit of different stuff. We took a look at the Oddities Zoo, we did the bridge building, we did the Blaze Farm upgrades, and also we helped out Mr. Tiztom with some red nether brick and some nether wart. So over in Discord he was asking me what I wanted for it. And because Dadcraft pretty much bought all of the shops out last episode, or at least we seen it in the last episode, it was a while ago that he actually did it. I don't really need diamonds, so I asked Tiz, can we get some gold? Because we could use that for the Piglin Bartering Farm, get us some more stuff. And yeah, he got us some gold. So what I want to do is take the gold, and we're going to go ahead and get it set up into here, and I did not leave myself a way to get up to the chests. But yeah, we're going to get this gold, we're going to put it inside the Piglin Bartering Farm, and now that we have this thing, you know, up to snuff, we should be able to actually start getting ourselves quite a bit of different materials, because we're looking rather grim down in the basement here. So let's make a fast trip down to the basement, and if we look into our nether brick here, we have almost zero blackstone, and the rest of this stuff is probably looking pretty good. We don't use much of this. Yep, fair amount of stuff. Decent little amount of nether quartz here, string, we've got all of the things. So yeah, I think what we're going to do is do a little bit of AFKing and start getting some more blackstone and nether brick. And then we're going to head over to the shopping district and take a look at our shop, because right now, other than blaze rods, we have zero inventory. So we need to fix that. Alright, we have spent an exorbitant amount of time AFK. So looking in my inventory here, I've got a bunch of red nether brick, I've got a bunch of blaze rods, I've got a bunch of blackstone, I've got a bunch of nether quartz, and I got a bunch of nether wart, which again, this is just from the fields up here, but we still have a chest worth of nether quartz here. We still have a fair amount of blackstone left. We had 5 stacks stuck in the hopper, now it's all out here, plus I had a little bit in this chest. We do have still a little bit of nether brick that has come in. The rest of it I've turned into red nether brick. So I did some AFKing at the Piglin Bartering Farm up here. We did some AFKing at the Blaze Farm. I went over to my gold farm and did some AFKing and got more gold, and then did more AFKing over here at the Bartering Farm. And total, I spent about the entirety of a Sunday over here with these guys. I put in about 2.5 stacks worth of, or 2.5 Shulker Boxes worth of gold in these guys, so that we could take all of these items and we are going to revamp the shop. It's something we built a long time ago, and it's time that we build that shop for a new age. So I'm heading down to the nether, or to the, I'm in the nether, but we're heading towards the shopping district, so that we can start giving these items to the proper homes and redo our whole shop. Now, a few things have happened since the last time we uploaded an episode, and that would be we have emotes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm so excited for them, and if you haven't seen them or don't know what they are, then that means you're not a part of the Discord or following me on Twitch, so go down below, down in the bottom section here, and join up. On the Discord, follow me on Twitter. I will be tweeting things out like that when they happen. So next time that we do a live stream, we should have some emotes to play around with, and I think that's going to be very fun. It's exciting for me. I hope it's as exciting for you guys. So yeah, I will meet you in the shopping district. So we are in our shop. This shop was built very early on. It was one of the first shops that was built in this area. I think we had the bone shop there, and we had the other shop. I believe it was this guy right here that sold the tridents. That was all that was kind of on this top side. And when I originally built this shop, which I really, really love this thing. I love the design of this and the decor. It all works very, very well. But when we started building this thing, I should have went with Blackstone bricks. Anyway, I was gearing more towards nether survival. That's why we have food, we have potions, we have netherite hose for chopping down trees, we had lodestones, respawn anchors so you could go take on a fortress. We had ender chests so you can get all your stuff, and then we had soul speed boots so we could take advantage of the new soul speed enchantment. Now, of course, Dadcraft did come over here and buy all of our stock out. Looks like we're still sitting pretty good on blaze rods. And blaze rods, soul sand, red nether brick, and of course quartz were the things that weren't geared towards nether survival. But hey, you can't have a nether shop without a little bit of nether items, right? So, as I said, all of this stuff was old. These were old prices, and they were a little bit expensive, and... What? I can walk into Shulker Boxes with my turtle helmet? Hold on. What? That's so... Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. Shoom, shoom. Okay, that's making me dizzy. But anyway, we are going to tear these guys down. Alright, we're going to revamp this shop. We no longer need all of these different Shulker boxes. This one can I see what's inside? I see no blaze rods in here. This is false advertising. What? No blaze rods. So I wonder... Ooh, I clipped into the lava. I wonder if we can go inside of Shulkers that way. Yes. So what I want to do is change up the shop. We're going to sell these items that I have here. We're going to continue to sell blaze rods. We are going to sell red nether brick. We're going to sell blackstone. We are going to sell nether quartz. We are going to sell nether wart. And I believe that is everything that I wanted to sell. All of these shulker boxes are old, and man, I have a lot of shulker boxes just sitting around. Soul sand is the other one that I wanted to sell. Oh, no. Oh, no. I forgot the soul sand. We want to sell soul sand. Nobody really bought soul sand, to be honest with you. So I think we're just going to leave it out for now. But I do want to sell these items, and I want to change this shop up. I did like the shulker boxes. The original plan was to pop down a shulker box, and then we would have the stock, and we could leave, and then we could come back and open it up and go, oh, yep, we need more. Let's take this guy and head over to the blaze farm. But we never did do that. All I did was carry the items in new shulker boxes, set them down, open this up, take a bunch of items out, throw them in here, so on and so forth. So, with that being said, I think what we're going to do, and we're going to start collecting quite a mess here, is we are going to grab our wood box, which I believe has some bows, some chests in them, and I'm going to go ahead and set down a chest for now. I'm going to set this bad boy down, and I'm going to put all of these old shulker boxes in here. We're going to take all of these items and break the item frames. We're no longer going to be selling some of this stuff, but some of this stuff we are going to keep. And I think what we should do is we should just use some good old-fashioned chests. I think it would look alright if we had some chests kind of sitting in here on the back wall like this. Perfect. We can even go a little bit further if we wanted to, and we could pull some hoppers out, and we could start taking the items out of here. The red nether brick is the only one that I'm not going to take all of the items out. So let's see if we actually have the hoppers we do to do this, and while I do some rearranging of stuff in the shop and get myself a little more cleaned up and organized, these items can just go ahead and be distributed. Blackstone, nether quartz, and we'll put nether wart. We'll put nether wart right here. And that stuff should be trickling down here nice and easy. Perfect. Alright. So we're still going to sell nether quartz. We're still going to sell the blaze rods. I do need to pick the rest of these up. And we're going to change our prices up a little bit. Yep. And I think the blaze rod price is pretty decent. We're not going to be doing soul sand. We are going to still be doing red nether brick. I'm going to eat this cooked pork chop. We don't need the netherite. Theo, the respawn anchor, the lodestone. We don't need this stuff. Perfect. So yeah, let's let all of this trickle down. And while we do that, we're going to figure out where we want to place these item frames. Now, I did go ahead and put up a sign saying we're under renovations at the moment, and this is because most likely I will be stepping away from this project, you know, for a night or something like that, and if anybody comes to the shop, we want to let them know. And what I need to do, and what I forgot to do, is I need to run back to Chunktown and get myself a piece of nether wart, because, for whatever reason, I didn't grab an extra piece, and we need it for the shop, so we're going to go take some from, hopefully, our old nether wart farm, and we're going to dump off some of these excess items that we need, like the soul speed book, the netherite hoe, the respawn anchor, and things like that. Ooh. Do we have... We have something going on here. Ooh, what is this? That is a creeper. Get out of here. Okay. Ooh. I like it. Foxy Stone is great. We'll pretend like we have no idea what that is. And we're just going to dump this stuff. The soul sand, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy over here. I guess I could eat this pork chop like I said. And we will go down here. I'm sure there's a little bit of nether wart. There is. Good deal. I did open this up for Bruno, and I told Tiz about it as well, so they could get some nether wart. That is the biggest reason that we're going to add it to the shop, is because people were looking for it. And there's something fishy going on with the moon. We are just going to go back to the shopping district. In just a short time later, we now have our 5 chests that have our items in it. We have our blaze rods all packed away. I didn't have a lot of red nether brick. I still have some that I keep on my person inside the ender chest, and I didn't want to give it all away or sell it all, so it's in here. We have blackstone, we have nether quartz, and we have, of course, nether wart. I went and got these guys, and we're selling nether wart at 2 stacks for diamond. Quartz is still going to be the 1 stack of diamond. Blackstone will be a stack of diamond. Nether brick will be a stack for 2 diamonds, and then blaze rods 2 stacks for 64. These prices aren't terrible. And the reason that I've kept them the way they are, like nether quartz being a stack for a diamond, is though we're getting this from the piglin bartering farm, we don't get a lot of it. So that's what this is. Now the last thing that I want to do inside the shop is I would like to add this little guy right here. And it says place trash and netherrack. So what I want to set up is I want to set up a system to where people can come in and throw trash that they don't want, like some white terracotta, a lodestone, and all that stuff, and some netherrack, and we are going to dispose of the trash. You know, we're an environmentally friendly server, right? And we have started the process of doing this. So I have a chest right here with a hopper coming down. We're going this way. We're going to put a trash can probably right in here. I just put these hoppers in here to have the line going across here. We have our basic item sorter here, and we need to go ahead and actually fill this guy in, which I did make a mistake. We do need to name a couple of items, so let's go ahead into 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to name these something weird. I don't know. Oh, wait, we want to do something like that, and then something like not that, something like this. And that is going to be our filter. Yeah, sure. That will work. And we do want to at least grab ourselves a little bit of netherrack. Perfect. We'll take a half stack. Will be good enough to get ourselves started. And we can fill our deal in here. like so. Ah, and we need to put on the redstone cap so we, you know, can think better, because we're going to do redstone on camera. And of course, as soon as I do that, I press all the buttons. So this guy is set up, and what we want to do now is set a block here with a hopper running into it. And we do have to watch. We are 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have a few more blocks that we can dig down before we actually drop into Beardstone Shop, and we definitely don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and grab our shulker box here of redstone bits, and we will go down. So, if we punch this away, that should spread the light out a little bit better, making this... I grabbed the netherrack. Yeah, we just... we just grabbed the wrong box. What we are going to need for this is a lot of the stuff here. I am going to need the... I need a dispenser. We need to go ahead and craft up a dispenser, which is going to require us getting some cobblestone and a piece of netherrack, and then of course we are going to need a piece of netherrack, a piece of redstone dust, and then we're going to need to make a bow, which I do have some string, which is good. We do have the cobblestone that we need. Perfect. And I should have 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Now we should have a crafting table in here, because why would I keep one in place? We don't need it. That's that. We need a dispenser. Perfect. Aha. Now, let's go back down there and start messing with this system, because what I want for the netherrack is going to be a shulker box loader. So this would pump the items into the shulker box, which would be right here. The dispenser itself would dispense new shulker boxes, and we need a piston, a regular old piston. That's twice. We need a regular old piston to break the shulker boxes that is going to sit right here. I do believe that that is correct, like so. Perfect. So then what we're going to need is to dig out a little bit more of an area. We're going to need a comparator coming off what is going to be our shulker box, and we are starting to actually get low on stuff. Neat. So let's go ahead and place the comparator. That is going to be powering a block. That is going to come down and power this dispenser here with a repeater. Set on the 4-tick delay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will have our redstone dust like that. And then we need, I guess, a piece of terracotta is fine. We can have that like so. Right here, we need to place in a redstone block. With a piece of redstone dust, we will go ahead and break this block so no funny business happens with the redstone. And I had a comment on the last video when we built the Shulker Box Loader that, hey, won't this piece of redstone lock this hopper? And it won't, because it is directional to this guy here. It is not powering this guy. If we were to set down like a lever or something, I'm sure that we could directionally power that, and then we would have the problem. So down underneath here, the shulker box is going to be here. I do believe that we want to set our collection right here. So that guy can go there. We can get the terracotta that's not going to go in there. And then we can set up some kind of chest or something there. Let's see. We may actually want to pump that into an item stream. And I do believe that I used all of my chests to make a bunch of hoppers. So let's actually make a barrel. I like barrels better anyway, just because it doesn't matter if blocks are on top of them or not. So if this system were to work properly, all of the shulker boxes are actually going to make their way into that guy there. And we could do an item elevator and just pump all of the items into... Oh my goodness. We don't have any more mob heads. That's right, Dadcraft literally bought us completely out. So let's do... What is white? Is it F? It is. I wonder if I can actually spell... Symmetry? Good enough. Or symmetry. We should have done, like, gold or something, but... If we had... We could do the redstone. This is directly in line with the actual, barrel. We could pump our shulker boxes, which is what I'm going to use primarily these guys for. And we're going to go ahead and take them out now. As many of them as we can, which is all of them. And we're going to go ahead and put these bad boys in here. Now, the nice thing that we can do, too, is we can go ahead and put a hopper on top of this guy. And we can feed more shulker boxes into it. That is actually a perfect amount. And all we have to do is either power this guy or place a shulker box, and I think powering it would be better, because I have buttons? I do. And now that system is all set up. Perfect. So this should collect netherrack. It should automatically put it into shulker boxes for us. And now what I'm thinking is we are going to go ahead and dig a little path to wherever that is. And what I need to do is get up top and dig underneath the chest so I can find it. That's the problem. Because right now it is just a piece of netherrack, and of course we've already made it the distance. Oh, look at that. Perfect. So it's quite a distance up that we need to go. But I think we can do this. Right? Right here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. It make it 8 because our hopper line is going to be underneath here. And if we do... I think if we actually just did a item dropper, you know, a standard dropper Vader, that we could do this. And I have not built one of these in a very long time, and of course I only have one dropper. So we're going to need to make more, but this should work. Yeah. Redstone on camera. Not always the smartest thing to do. There we go. And we can actually cover this layer up so that no items get kind of caught up in the hopper. And now all we have to do is run droppers up to this guy. We have to run a little redstone off of this and then just tower it up to make sure that we get the shulker box all the way up. So we've got the dropper Vader going up to the chest, and now what I need to do is make an item elevator. So we've made a bunch of these before, or at least the clock portion of this guy, and we need our last comparator off of this guy. We need to go ahead and grab a block, any block, it doesn't matter, and we need to go ahead and place down a redstone dust, and then I need a redstone repeater. So now, this should, if we go over here, and we do as we've done before, and we steal a signal, right here, place a repeater. Of course, I'm not digging out enough, and then our redstone dust, put that into subtraction mode. Anytime that an item comes in here, it should be fired up to here. So if I were to put in 6 terracotta, it should be shot up into this one right here. Perfect. So now what we need to do is we need to go and place in a bunch of blocks going all the way down. Like so. And then we're going to need to hopefully pillar up. I don't know. I think what I'm going to need to do for building this on survival's sake, we're going to need to pillar up all the way up to right there and place in these observers facing us. Like so. And let's go up. One more. Observer, observer. And if I were to break this blackstone, our chest should be right here. There is the trapdoor. Our lava's up here. I had to stop that from coming down to us. And what I do need to do now is make sure that we place in the terracotta blocks where we're digging out of this thing. So make sure that all the terracotta blocks are in, and that is that. And what we're doing here is we're creating an item elevator, and if this observer was next to the dropper here, it would power this dropper and indirectly power this one, which would cause a little bit of an issue. Now this is where things are going to get a little interesting, because we once again need to go up, but we don't have a lot of room. So, with that being said, we need another observer right here, and then we need to get out some torches. And this is where our torch tower is going to go. It's going to go up. So we just need to do the same thing where we place an observer facing up, a torch, and we've got this guy right here, which is going to be the one, I would say, singulatory problem in our whole little setup here. So, nope. This needs to go like this. And then we need a torch and a last observer. So before, our shop had this guy here. And as you can see, this kind of looks god-awful. So we can easily rectify this. We can put down some stairs here and then put like a little slab in the corner. And I think, honestly, that would fix our whole problem. I've actually got some slabs and stairs. That is surprising. So if we were to put a stair here, and then a slab and a slab, you'll never know that there's a little bit of redstone there. So now, we had to break the chest, so I changed this to the normal color. Nothing else really looked good. We have nothing in the chest. Let's go back down, and let's give this the old test. So first things first, before I do anything crazy, we probably should light this area up, just so that we don't have any bad guys. And let's go ahead and throw in half a stack of terracotta. It's pretty silent, which is really nice. And now we should be able to go up here and see a half a stack of terracotta going into this chest after I dump these guys back in here. 25 made it. That's not good. That means items got stuck in the dropper vader somewhere. Ah. First things first. They got stuck in this one, which is weird. Maybe they're going too fast. We're not going to have that issue. Because it's going to be one at a time. But there is our 32. So essentially, it kind of worked. It should work for what we need. So the last thing that we need, and I have another dropper, I'm going to need to actually make a comparator real quick. So the last thing that we want to make in the shop is the trash can. So we want this guy pointed into some sort of flame, which we have right here. And then we want to do the same thing where we build a automatic item collection, or item, it's not a collection, an item detection system with this guy. So let's go ahead and use the observers. I made a bunch of these and I don't really use them very often, so I do like to go ahead and use them. And the fact that we can potentially make this smaller than what we have in the past makes it really, really nice. So that should go there. We should have a repeater here. This guy is going to go into a block, which is going to have redstone dust on it. I should be a pro at making the redstone dust. We're going to have 2 blocks like so. And we'll just go ahead and dig out a little area so we don't have to worry about jumping. We will get our final repeater, redstone dust. Boom. That should work if I shove items in here. It doesn't. Is there a timing issue? Really? Oh, I see what I'm doing. Goodness. We need a block right here. I was like, really? How did I mess that up? We're normally pretty good at those things. So for the most part, our items, let's go ahead and fill this back in. Like so. And then we'll have this guy here. We'll have a filing cabinet right here. We will do that. And now if we wanted to, we can dump, you know, our excess stuff in here that we really don't need. Can just be distributed into a filing cabinet. Now, this thing is rather loud. But it's not a huge deal. So if I were to send... Now is the big test. I want to send some netherrack. I want to send some other items. And we want to make sure that we have 3 stacks of netherrack. So we're going to send the brown terracotta, the netherrack. We're going to send the white, the light gray. I really don't need any of this terracotta. We're going to send all of this. As I said, it's very, very loud. But that is okay. It seems like... I mean... It seems like everything's going good. I do want to place in a little bit of stuff right there. I'm super paranoid about losing the shulker box. So let me grab some glass. I think that's going to be what we should do. Your nether brick, we don't need you anymore. Nether rack can go back in here. Glass can go in, or we can get out the glass box, which is what I want. I want glass here and glass like that. We can come in and just dump into this spot right here. Boom. Check our progress. And yeah, things are going to get loud until this chest is done sorting through the items. And if I made the mistake, I should have 1 white terracotta there. Perfect. We can go ahead and shove that guy in. So yeah, we're going to wait. We're going to see how this does. Make sure we get 3 stacks. I'm going to clean up a mess, and we'll be right back. Well, through our testing, it looks like some of the netherrack, 11 pieces to be exact, actually slipped through the system, which isn't great, but it's also not terrible. Again, this is just like a community cleanup of netherrack, and I am going to have to let the other members know that we have this in here, and the trash can, they can come in and dump their items if they want to. It is a really nice deal. Why do I have to? Oh... That's the paid-for ender chest. Nice. Yeah, we've got most of our stuff cleaned up. The only thing I forgot to do off camera was grab another stack of rockets because we need those. We have everything put away that we don't really need. All of our basic stuff is here. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the coming days to see if we actually get some shulker boxes worth of netherrack. Again, I don't need a ton of it right now, but I figured, hey, why not collect it up while we're doing it? So the shop hasn't changed much. We do also need to do this. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfectly sealed back up, so if we break that guy, it will be destroyed by the lava. And here we go, a new nether shop once again. selling limited items, but I think a little better selection. We can add more in the future if we want to. But again, not a ton of stuff gets sold in this shop, but every now and then people do need stuff. So yeah, we are going to end the episode here. I had a lot of fun revamping this shop, and the ideas came together. I do like the thought of doing the trash can that we're standing on and netherrack collection. So I'm going to let the other members of Truly Bedrock know. You guys let them know for me. And thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Check out the description for all the different ways to follow me, including Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. We already talked about that. We've got emotes, people. Check out the Discord. Check out Twitch. Yeah. What else? Hit the notification bell, like button, all those things. Leave a comment down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.